Quickie. This is that time. Put 10 minutes on the clock where we can all take that 10 minutes. All you need for a Quickie, guys. Discuss all latest breaking news. Let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
By some standards, 10 minutes is not a Quickie.
Okay.
It's a
Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper needs to do something.
It's a quick.
I'm just random.
He is. He's Jarrell.
That's the thing. I'm gonna go around that. How do you feel about that, Ronald? We're talking about Superman constantly. That came out. This is off topic a little bit, but Gunn said that Jarrell is gonna be played by Bradley Cooper.
I don't know who Jarrell is.
Superman's
daddy.
Oh, okay.
Superman's dad.
So Bradley's going to be in it? Mm-hmm. So was this the Tom Cruise thing?
Tom Cruise before we thought. There was a rumor.
Yeah.
Ends up being Bradley Cooper.
Ryan died on that horse.
I died on that horse. I did.
Yeah,
I did.
absolutely.
I fucking died.
All right, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thank you.
like that, right?
I do like that.
I think that's good. He's working. He's making things happen. What about this Charlize Therone thing, though, too? Isn't that crazy that even her, we're getting like in a situation where there's a casting couch? She's like, she said it felt weird, but she was like, oh, it can't be. Then it was.
In 2018. That's 7 years ago. I mean, that's like, she was Charlize Theron. She wasn't like, new little girl from Hollywood. I mean, from Australia.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
And she's been talking about it. Talking about it a lot recently, and she won't say the director's name. I saw in the chat people are saying, tell the director's name. You think that's good she's not saying it, or do you think that she should blast this person?
I think she should blast him. She's Charlize Theron. What does it matter? Seriously, blast him.
And when I'm saying president, I'm going to find out who that motherfucker is. We're going to take him down. We're going to take him down. Because you shouldn't be doing that shit.
I'll bet you could listen to interviews with her, things with her, beliefs with her, and figure something out.
Connect the dots. I bet we could too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? I mean, you stopped watching Squid Game, didn't you? Too? Did you stop watching?
You know what? The violence and of humanity. I had a hard time with that. I did see the scene with the baby and the girl and the guy looking at each other. Torbett made me watch it.
Oh, has Torbett been watching the whole thing?
Yeah, he likes it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did a really great job, but the ending really pissed me off, though. It pissed me off. And a lot of fans did, too.
Well, that's a rough one.
Kids. That show is not for children.
Well, neither is Deadpool, but my son's seen it.
Torbett used to watch The Walking Dead at 4.
Showing your children Squid Game. That is not.
He was watching The Walking Dead at 4, not on my time. Not on my time. Walking Dead at 4 years old.
He's watching The Walking Dead too.
Like 4 years old. Yeah, when I found out about that.
As a guy with no kids, I feel like I have the authority to tell you how to raise your children.
He was not on my. No, but he was not on my time. I had nothing to do with that, and I'm only 50% involved in my son. Unfortunately,
he's been sneaking episodes.
No, I just at his other dad's.
Yeah, it's other dad's house.
I'm divorced, so
you have no control over that. Yeah, definitely.
You don't have control over the other 50%. You gotta, you can't do it.
Yeah. I understand. Understandable. You gotta mitigate it when you can.
And choose your battles.
Yeah. You choose your battles. That's fucking rough. Crazy. Squid Game's a fucking crazy show too. It really is.
It is.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I think my wife watched it. I have never watched it. I never had any inkling to watch it.
Your voices were creepy on it too. That lady's voice.
I don't know. I don't even know. I've not watched it, so I mean,
that's got to be a thing to struggle with now as parent. Like, I don't know what that's like, but I would imagine in the streaming age we're in, everything's available versus back.
Oh, my kid.
When we were kids, it was like, oh, parental guidance suggested, and there was like, things to protect against it. But now it's just kind of a free for all. It's like, let your kids watch whatever, I guess, right?
Well, there's a lot of parent controls on things.
You take control of their what they can watch.
You could turn on like
all their instruments,
but you also don't want to like deprive them of being part of.
It's a fine line. Yeah. It's a fine line.
Yeah.
Happy, like my kid's got control of the remote, and I'm just happy he looks up a lot of stuff like educational shit. Like he knows all the constellations, the planets, and like.
How old is he?
He's 5.
Yeah, that'll be stopping by 7.
Then he'll be watching.
And he knows like the whole body and how all the organs work.
That's great. That is great. Yeah, enjoy it now.
Next thing you know, you'd be catching him watching adult
You
films.
think it's going to last the whole 2 years, Ron?
I think it could. I do. I think it could. Torbett was very close to that, and then all.
I give it 5 months, and then I was like, "Oh, Dad, did you see this?"
Wow! I started getting sex questions at 9.
He's already got girlfriends in school, so he's already a lady killer.
There you go. That's adulting right there. That's adulting. And to me personally, I can't even imagine being in this world because of the iPads, iPhones, all of that, subscription services. It could be easy to be in bed watching it too. You'd have no fucking control of that unless you can initiate parental controls. But if you're also sharing custody too, or back and forth, like how that works too, that's a hard thing.
He is ridiculous too. Like kids, it's cute, but kids have no filter concept. Like he was in the Meijer store with me, and he looks at the girl. We were in the self checkout. He looks at the girl working. He goes, "So what do you do?" She's like, "Well, I'm watching the registers." Now my 5-year-old goes, "So they pay you just to stand here?"
Oh my god!
I'm like, "Whoa, you ain't district manager." He goes, "So they pay you?" I'm like, "Moving on."
Very smart. Very smart kid. Very smart.
Jordan was like 8 years old.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah, hang on. Go ahead, Ron.
Jordan was like 8 years old. He's in Walgreens. He goes, "I'm Mexican and I like Takis."
What the fuck?
It just, it just hit it, and he's like, "Okay."
This has been a quickie.
Hey,
Brought to you by
Spam.
You guys, I can so relate because I remember in 1984, back in the dark ages, I had done a commercial for the phone company, and I was on. I was on the air all the time, right? Because it was a local for the phone company, and we were at the grocery store, and John was real active, so instead of letting him stand, I said him where you write the checks back in the dark ages, and he looked at the girl and says, "Have you seen my daddy's commercial? You ought to go out with him."
That's cute.
Hey, that's good really wingman. Cute. Good wingman there, GR.
Yeah, right.
It worked.
Right on.
Well, my kid he's also got the landscape of hierarchy in the family because my wife goes, because I've been dieting and exercising. She asked him, she goes, who's fatter now, me or daddy? And he just stops. He's in between. This went on for 5 minutes, and he goes, "Well, I can't say mommy because she'll get mad."
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, smart man. Smart man.
Smart kid. You gotta be smart.
Jordan, you've done a good job, Jordan.
Jordan, what do you think about this Mephisto thing? Fast to get back on some topics. Do you think that was the best time to be doing this?
Why would you do this in Ironheart where nobody's going to watch?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, he's a
big talent too.
He's all about making deals in the comics. That's his thing. He's like the devil. He's making the deals, collecting the souls. And, like, you could have introduced him in any kind of magical Doctor Strange, WandaVision. That would have made that
Agatha too, as well. They mentioned him in Agatha.
Had rumors it was no secret Sacha Baron Cohen was playing this role. I mean, it's been like an unkept secret in Marvel. But everybody's like, when's he going to show up? And you show him up in the last episode of the shit show?
Yeah. You're like, okay, well, let's throw him in and see what happens. And it's like, no one's gonna. People even got to that.
I knew watching this how they kept saying it's Dormammu, through the whole season. I'm like, it ain't fucking Dormammu.
No, it's not fucking Dormammu. They're not gonna touch that character again since Doctor Strange won. They're not gonna touch it up.
Mephisto, we've had some good actors playing. We got Sacha Baron Cohen. We had Peter Fonda in the original Ghost Rider. I mean, we had some.
Yeah, there's some good casts, and I think that Sacha makes sense. I really hope he keeps doing something. It doesn't fucking disappear now.
I just hope this leads to Ghost Rider, or like make him the big bad in the Midnight Suns with Ghost Rider, Daredevil, and Blade. Make him the big bad in that.
People are saying like he's making deals with all the big villains and stuff. They're gonna go back and kind of retcon some of that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. Like, is he making Thanos win? I don't think I believe that. You know what I mean?
I think people are just hoping to read into it because they like the actor and they like what
movies shouldn't just be for comic book people.
They shouldn't be. So, Brandon, how are you going to write Crimson Tide 2? Because that's what I want to know. How's that work?
Crimson Tide 2 does not work. I can see so many problems. I can see the first problem being that the people that are alive that are into that are too old to care. And the people that are young enough to care are not going to care. Just make a cool submarine movie.
Whoa.
Or just make I don't know. Like, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to like make something new, old new, but you got to do
try.
it. I know this is the topic of discussion today with Jurassic is like we got to, make something old new. And it's hard to do. It's hard work
because it becomes
like here's my whole thing, okay? It's very hard the challenge of bringing something back to life that's already been a thing, aka a sequel or a prequel or a reboot or whatever iteration you want to say. It's hard work to do that. So if you're going to already exert that hard work, why not exert that hard work into an original story of some kind?
That would be great.
That's my whole thing. It's like, if you're going to put the man hours into it, why not put the man hours into something that is inspiring and new?
In your opinion, what was the film that actually the sequel was better than the original? Oh, for you, where did
Terminator 2?
Oh. Well, okay. For me, as a child, it was a Ace Ventura 2. I would have to say.
Okay.
Ooh,
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah, you're right.
Aliens is a very popular one.
I'd have to agree with Brandon. I liked Ace Ventura 2 better.
Me too.
That was one of the rare ones. I was like, okay, this is better.
Right on.
In Africa, there's more of a budget. They gave it more of a budget, which is great.
But for me as a child, I'd have to
Austin Powers as well. The Spy Who Shagged Me, I think, would arguably be better than Man of Mystery.
But as a child, I'd have to say Terminator 2.
Good question, though.
Terminator 2 was better than the first one, I thought.
Oh, so much better.
Yeah, everybody loves T2. They made a whole ride about it at
with
Universal
that Superman, and that was amazing.
It was so good.
By the way, Universal Studios Florida is way better than Universal Studios Hollywood.
But we're working on it.
We're working on
it. GR, before we move on very fast, is that Paramount deal done?
I love that GR's the guy to ask about that.
Yeah. Well, they paid. Well, they paid the president enough to have him sign off on the deal, so I think it'll be done.
The financial corner with GR Waters.
There you go.
Next, do your taxes.
Great Quickie, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.